13th and 14th shloka of the 6th chapter. So, in the process of describing Jnani's Lakshanas, this we have discussed elaborately. Jnani's Lakshana. Lakshana means a certain character. Certain character of Jnani stated in Bhagavad Gita is meant for whom? This we have discussed. So they are meant for sadhakas, not for the Jnani himself, because that's what Jnani is. So, okay. So Jnani, what is spontaneous? The character which is spontaneous for Jnani constitutes sadhana for sadhakas. Jnani doesn't have to consciously practice them. They exist, those qualities in him naturally. He doesn't have to learn or practice, because that's what he is. He is. That's what he is by his nature. Okay. So, in the process of this, I think around a few shlokas, 13th and 14th we told, not 13th and 14th. How come we changed it to them? Shochaudeshe, no. Yogi Shanjeta Satatam. I don't know, how did we go up? No, 9. No, 9, 7 or 8. 7 is here, this is why confusing. 7 and 8, not 13 and 14, sorry. 7 and 8. Jitatmana prashantasya. He is Jitatma. Jitatma means his sense organs are control. Atma means his body and mind is under control. Body is under control. Prashantasya. Therefore, and his mind is peaceful. So, here Jit Atma means body. Atma can mean body, Atma can mean mind, Atma can mean real Atma. But why should we take here Atma means only body? Because 3 things he is mentioning. In the 7th shloka, Jitatma and Prashanta. Prashanta is of mind. So Prashantasya implies control of mind. Jitatma implies control of the body. But control of the sense organs, he comes later. Vijitendriyaha in the 8th shloka. We have to take 7 and 8 together as one set. Okay. So, in the 8th shloka, first line, he is going to say Vijitendriyaha. So, these 3 put together. Jitatma, Prashantatma, Prashanta and Vijitendriyaha. 3 put together. Jitatma means who has got a control over the body. Prashanta is control over the mind. Vijitendriyaha is control of sense organs. Control here, 2 levels. This also we have discussed. But anyway, these points need to be discussed again and again until people get it clarity. One is clarity. Second purpose is we have to remind ourselves again and again. In the path of sadhana, mind tends to forget them. Therefore, it has to be repeatedly reminded. So that is the purpose that I repeat. One is clarity. For purpose of clarity, we repeat. Second is people have to be reminded again and again. Sadhakas feel happy with repetition. Those who want simply intellectual concept, they think that we have understood why repetition, they feel bored and irritated. But for a sadhaka who is watching his inner Atma, again and again he has to be pointed out. The auto-suggestion has to be made again and again. So that helps him to watch. So here, control of the body, control of sense organs and control of mind. These, in short, we call them self-control. Self-control implies control of these 3. Control of the body, control of sense organs, control of mind. These 3 controls are of 2 levels. One is at the sadhaka to beginner, a karma yogi level. A karma yogi level, he needs vairagya and he has to control them. Their control only means controlling, means not allowing them to express the bad views, or wrong thoughts, wrong emotions, wrong pressures. The unnecessary pressure in the mind. We don't express the pressure even though under temptations. We try to maintain little forcibly with a willpower, we try to control body, mind, and sense organs. Body, sense organs, and mind. Here, still we are controlling with with will. At Karma Yoga level, we are trying to control with will because there is a temptation. Inwardly, there is a samskara, and externally, there is a temptation. Okay, this is Karma Yoga level control. At the level of Karma Yoga, there is an external temptation. Externally, objects are there, they tempt us. Second is internally, we have got the old samskaras, old impressions. They wake up as soon as you look at the objects and people. Inwardly, the samskaras get rising. They activated. And once that old samskara, impression in the mind, old habit, old inclination, that remained in the subconscious mind gets awakened, rises up. Once it rises, that inclination gets expressed. Once it gets expressed, then the thought arises in it, an emotion arises in it, mind runs after that object. Okay, this is at the Karma Yoga level. You only stop its expression. The temptation remains, the inner pressure of the samskara remains. You only don't allow it to be expressed. With will, you control. That is at the level of Karma Yoga, at the level of controlling the self-control, at the level of vairagya. At the level of vairagya, at the level of indriya nigraha, mano nigraha, we do, with your will you control it. This is called shama, and to certain, this is called dhamma. Dhamma means control with your willpower, and to certain extent shama also. But here, this is a nididhyasana context. In this nididhyasana context, we are talking of a yogi who is meditating, who has already purified his mind and taken up the meditation. So earlier, self-control is a part of Karma Yoga, which prepares you, which gives you a capacity to meditate. Okay, two levels, Arurukshu and Arudha. Arurukshu, one who wants to meditate. Before you start meditating, you need a preparation, that is before meditation. Once you take up the meditation, then you have to reach the culmination of meditation. You have to reach the fructification or perfection of the meditation is called Yoga Rudha. Yoga Rudha is a perfect yogi, Siddha yogi. Okay. So, two stages we have. Before you start meditating, you are a Karma yogi. At that stage, you are preparing yourself as a Karma yogi to be able to do meditation. Okay? To be able to do meditation, a certain preliminary qualities, a preliminary purity, a preparation is required. So there, Karma Yoga, control of sense organs and all mind and body is required. But now, a person who has acquired purity and has done some Shravana Manana, Vedantic Vichara, Vedantic inquiry he has done, and also in inner reflection also he has done. That means he thought deeply and got convinced. One is an intellectual idea, Shravana. Manana is deeply convinced. And then Nididhyasana is stay in that Swarupa, which you have discovered, stay in that Swarupa. Now you don't slip down and you remain spontaneously as Brahman. Nididhyasana does it. Since we are taking the 6th chapter in the sense of Nididhyasana, that is contemplation or Vedantic meditation we call. One is a religious meditation, another is Vedantic meditation. Or in other words, Upasana type of meditation, another is Nididhyasana type of meditation. Okay, so in these things, Jnani Lakshana Jitatma. Now, this Jitatma, here we talk of controlling the body, controlling the mind, and controlling the sense organs. These three are not advised to a person who is following Karma Yoga. He has done already Karma Yoga, sufficiently he got purification, and his mind is not running out externally. Because at the level of Karma Yogi, external temptations disturb him. Now here he is free from external temptations. Okay, he is free from external temptations. He has no external temptations at all. And another thing is he is living a secluded life and doing meditation. So he is not attracted to money and power and pleasures and people, name and fame and all that, nor even scholarship. So he doesn't live in a social life. Social means a Gruhastha life. Gruhastha life is a worldly life. No, we don't mean that every Gruhastha is like that. There are certain Gruhasthas who have transcended their Gruhastha life. Okay, when we say Gruhastha, we mean normal Gruhastha. Gruhastha life is meant for money, pleasure, enjoyment, punya, name and fame and scholarship, all worldly and otherworldly achievements. So that is Gruhastha life is meant for that. But there are very few people who have got Vairagyam. Though who live in Gruhastha life, they are not Gruhasthas. They have transcended the stage of Gruhastha. They are inwardly like sannyasis only. In their mind, they are like sannyasis. They have transcended Gruhastha life. Those who have done Karma Yoga well, purify their mind, get good Vairagyam, and also good control of sense organs, body and mind, such people are prepared for sannyasa, are prepared for dhyana yoga. So such people who are prepared for dhyana yoga, they have gone beyond karma yoga. So such people generally they are sannyasis, but there are very few people you find even among the grihasthas very much pure and viraktas, very detached and very pure people, almost like sannyasis. Okay. Like sannyasis alone, but they are misfits as grihasthas. Though they live as grihasthas, their grihastha is nominal. They can be categorized as sannyasis because they are totally detached from worldly life. Worldly temptations, money and power and pleasures, honor and dishonor, it doesn't affect them. They are like sannyasis. Even some of the sannyasis do not have these qualities of real detachment, vairagya and complete detachment. Even some of the sannyasis do not have. I think we have discussed all these things in the 5th chapter. In the beginning of 5th chapter, some of the people, without making sufficient preparation for sannyasa, hastily take sannyasa. Hastily take sannyasa either due to temptation for sannyasa, or by comparing with others and looking at other sannyasis, or due to some problems in life. Some problems they had in life, they think that sannyasa is only avoiding problems and just becoming, taking sannyasa, somebody will give you food and then you think that it is so this is a unprepared people take sannyasa. So we are not talking of them anyway because they are misfits as a sannyasi. When we say sannyasi, we mean normal sannyasis. When we say grihasthas, we mean normal grihasthas. Okay. So there are certain exceptional people who have gone at a different level. So among the grihasthas, see, two things are there. Yeah, I think now the occasion has come. I shall tell you. Even regarding grihastha, we have to tell regarding grihastha, one is grihastha ashrama. The same grihastha ashrama can be understood at two levels. Those who are unfit to be grihasthas, those who have transcended to be grihasthas. Okay. So normal grihasthas follow two things, either sakama karma or nishkama karma. They are called grihasthas. Okay. Either sakama karma, dharmika, they live dharmic life, or nishkama karma and upasana, ishta devata upasana and all that. Karma, upasana both go together. So those who live as a dharmic life, sakama life or nishkama life, they are called grihasthas. But there are some people who are married people. Just because marriage doesn't mean grihastha ashrama. They are unfit to be grihasthas. They live like asuras. Therefore, every grihastha, every married person is not a grihastha. Grihastha is an ashrama. You can see our rishis, our dharmashastra, Manu, Yajnavalkya, Manusmriti, Yajnavalkya, Parashara Smriti, Ella Smritis, all the Smritis tell. Even to be a grihastha, you require a very good maturity, really dharmic person. So that's why grihasthas are considered as rishis in those days. Those who live grihastha with dharma, according to dharma, they are not ordinary people. So they are very great people. So these days, people think that any married person is a grihastha. No. Just because you marry, first thing is people start marriage itself is not a shastriya. People, see, even marriage should be performed according to shastra, according to dharma. Then the marriage itself gives a diksha of certain grihastha dharma. Grihastha dharma is a diksha. Grihastha dharma is a diksha. You take a lifelong diksha as a grihastha. Then you follow the discipline, take the responsibility of family and wife and children and etc., parents and society. If you live a life of dharma, then he is a real grihastha. Grihastha is a great man. If you follow a real healthy grihastha, you will definitely go to Swarga. Swarga is guaranteed for such people. Manu talks of grihastha dharma at two levels. One is a dharmic grihastha. Another is innu high level of grihastha. High level of grihastha, Manu talks of two levels. The high level of grihastha is such that he will be fit to go to even Vaikuntha. That is a very difficult. So Manusmriti sets a ideal of two levels of grihastha. One is a normal grihastha who is a dharmatma. Definitely he will go to Swarga. Another is karma yogi kam upasaka. Karma yogi kam upasaka. He is fit to go to Brahmaloka or Vaikuntha. That's why the rules given by Manu look very difficult for these days. Very difficult for people of these days because people don't understand what is the purpose. If they understand the purpose of dharma taught by Manusmriti, you will understand it is meant for Brahmaloka. That's the highest life. Then Brahmaloka requires a high discipline. Small mistake you do prayaschitta. Simple in those days, even in speaking truth, these days telling lies has become so common. In those days, even if by slip of a tongue, if you tell a lie, they will do prayaschitta. Telling the truth, you stick to it. Satyenaiva vitata devayanaha. Mundakopanishad said. For devayana, for Brahmaloka prapti, for Vaikuntha prapti, you have to follow the satya, ahimsa very strictly, dharma, all that thing, shastrokta dharmas. So it is like a full, complete karma yogi, kam upasaka, devata upasaka. Devata upasaka also Vishwarupa upasana. Even among the upasanas, you follow the highest upasana. Bhagavad Gita teaches in 10th and 11th chapter. Vibhuti upasana, then still higher is Vishwarupa upasana. A person who follows Vishwarupa upasana, kam karma yoga, he is fit for Brahmaloka. So among the grihasthas, there are two levels. One is those who go for, those who are fit for Swarga prapti. And there are others who fit for even higher loka, Brahmaloka. They alone are grihasthas. Okay. And there are some people, just they think that marry and have a property and then tell lies and make money in any manner. You can't do anything. You have to follow the dharma, prescribed dharma, shastra prescribed dharma. Shastra vihita karma alone he takes up. Then he will be a real grihastha. Otherwise, these days, take up any job, make money and then also take bribes and just to tell lies and do anything. That you can't do like that, lose life. And you can't be even called grihasthas. Every married person is not grihastha. Those who take grihastha as a diksha, as a dharma, then he is a grihastha. Therefore, grihastha dharma is a great. Manu praises grihastha highly more than a sannyasi. Grihastha dharma makes you a rishi if you follow that dharma. So anyway, so some people fall below Grihastha, and some people, they do Karma Yoga. And Karma Yoga, they achieve the maturity of Karma Yoga. Maturity of Karma Yoga prepares you for sannyasa. So even after ready for sannyasa, some people continue as Grihasthas. They don't take sannyasa, but inwardly they have prepared. Inwardly they have become equal to sannyasis. There are very few people, though they live in Grihasthas, they are not Grihasthas, they have transcended Grihastha dharma. In these days, very rarely you find such people who have transcended Grihastha, but yet they live like Grihasthas. Okay, so in the Grihastha, there are three. Those who follow below Grihastha, those who follow Grihastha ashrama, those who have transcended Grihastha, yet live like Grihastha. Okay, some are below Grihastha, some are beyond Grihastha, some are within Grihastha. Within Grihastha, two stages I told you. One is Sargaloka, sadhana, dharmatma Grihastha. Another is Upasaka, Brahmaloka Prapti, who are fit for Brahmaloka, and they follow the life of Grihastha and Grihastha dharma. That is almost like a sannyasi. Because those who follow life of a sadhana for Brahmaloka, they live a very difficult life. Rishis, somebody like Vanaprastha, somebody like a sannyasi, they live. Okay. Similarly, among the sannyasis. Sannyasis also, the sannyasi is an ashrama. Sannyasis are also two levels. One is an ashrama sannyasi, another is atyashrama sannyasi. Ashrama sannyasi means a person who follows sannyasa as an ashrama, follows certain discipline, he purifies and follows. That sannyasa as an ashrama will take you to Brahmaloka. Atyashrami requires, highest vairagya. Highest vairagya and also good self-control. Good self-control he needs. That means he has perfected Karma Yoga. He has perfected Karma Yoga. He got a perfect vairagya. That means a very good, thorough vairagya. Such person is interested purely in Vedantic vichara. Nothing tempts him, nothing attracts him. He is ready to bear with any trouble, any suffering, also ready to bear, and is interested purely in Vedantic vichara and Vedantic dhyana. Vedantic vichara and nididhyasana. Such person is called atyashrami. Okay. That means among the sannyasis, there are two levels. One is a upasaka sannyasi, who goes to, as a result of upasana, he goes to Brahmaloka. Another is atyashrami, who is a Vedantic sannyasa. Vedantic sannyasa doesn't identify with anything. He doesn't have even abhimana of being a sannyasi. He is a so natural sannyasi. That means his abhimana, even as a sannyasa ashrama, goes away because he is highly virakta. His detachment is of high level. He is just antarmukha. He is interested only in shravana, manana, or even nididhyasana. If he comes to nididhyasana level, Abba, he is much more higher level. Okay. But these two levels of sannyasis Shastra permits. One is an ashrama sannyasi, another is atyashrama sannyasi. But there are some people, neither ashrama sannyasis nor atyashrama sannyasi, they hastily take sannyasa, but they are misfits to be sannyasis. That means they are very, very, very preliminary stage. In fact, they should have lived a life of karma yoga. They should have practiced karma yoga because they have got raga dvesha. Vairagya is not sufficient for sannyasa. Their vairagya is not enough for becoming a sannyasi. Yet hastily he took. And there are some sannyasis, some gurus also, catch hold of the people, whoever is visible, little bit, and give them sannyasa. Catch hold of the people and give them sannyasa. They tell them, hey, come on. They ask him, where are you? What are you doing? I am not doing anything these days. And this thing. Hey, come here, I'll give you sannyasa. Come on. Don't worry, you give sannyasa. For sannyasa, what should I do? Don't worry, you take sannyasa, I will do. I'll tell you everything. Don't worry. Come on, I'll take sannyasa, I'll give you. Come on. These are the problematic fellows. Some sannyasis themselves are mental cases. This is the people. They don't consider his capacity, his yogyata, his purity. Just they give him sannyasa. They ask him, they are hunting for sannyasa seekers. They are hunting and catch hold of the people and give them sannyasa. How wrong it is. So, I say, such people are misfits because they think when the mind is disturbed, they highly disturbed, they think that they are fit for sannyasa. Or when they think that they cannot do anything in life, they are failure in all things, they think sannyasa. So such people, they cannot diagnose what is real sannyasa. Neither they are guided by teachers, nor they have their own understanding. Neither they have an understanding on their own, nor the Guru guides them properly. Hastily Guru gives and hastily this fellow takes, and he is a misfit. And such sannyasi, he is not a real sannyasi. Only cloth alone he has taken, but he is not able to live up to the discipline of sannyasa. And sannyasa discipline, as I told you, too, either as an ashrama sannyasi or atyashrama sannyasi. Ashrama sannyasi is upasaka. He does the Vishwarupa upasana and goes to Brahmaloka. Other is atyashrama sannyasi who does Vedantic vichara and Vedantic shravana, manana, nididhyasana. Is really virakta. Okay. So these are the two levels of sannyasa, upasaka sannyasi and atyashrama sannyasi, Vedanta sannyasi. Therefore, all sannyasis are not same. Okay. You find mainly two sannyasis, upasaka sannyasi and then Vedanta sannyasi. I am using a common man's language because highly technical atyashrama, ashrami, people don't understand. They think that all sannyasis are sannyasi. Anybody who takes kashaya, we call sannyasi. No. There are other people who do social service. Some people take sannyasa for social service. Some people do for hastily take. Some people out of frustration, depression, they take. Like this, all kinds of funny kinds of people. So only sannyasis are only two kinds. One is ashrama sannyasa, another is atyashrama sannyasa. If you say technically. Then if you say common man's language, one is an upasaka sannyasi who does Vishwarupa upasana to go to Brahmaloka. Another is Vedantic sannyasi. Only two sannyasas are permitted by Shastra. The third one sannyasa is, what is that? Karma Yoga sannyasa. Sannyasa for Karma Yoga, that is not warranted by Shastra. Or social service. Sannyasa for social service, this is not accepted by Shastra. Some people are doing it, but that is ashastriya. So social service is a Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga, sannyasa is not meant for Karma Yoga. The one who has perfected Karma Yoga alone can become sannyasi. Okay. So Karma Yoga, Karma Yogis, those who want to do social service, those who want to go to heaven, for such people only Grihastha Ashrama is better, or Naishtika Brahmachari he can follow instead, or Vanaprastha, but not sannyasa. Anyways, that's why this human mind interferes. They don't go by Shastra, they just do as they like it. And people have created. Society is created. Now there are many sannyasis now. Sannyasi for social service has become now. One who doesn't do social service is Virakta, who does only either Upasana or he does only Vedanta Vichara. They laugh at him. Oh, what is this fellow? Selfish fellow is doing some kind of reading books and Vedanta, not doing anything to any service to society. So these fellows themselves are unfit for sannyasi and they come and find fault with real sannyasis. So that is a very unfortunate thing about Hindu society. Hindu society is on the pervert track now because there is nobody to guide them. There is no Shastra and nobody to guide. As people do as they like it. It has become all Western style Hinduism has become now. In Hinduism has become westernized now. Westernized in the sense, you just do as you like it. You become feminist and you call yourself sannyasi. You do something communist and you become sannyasi. You become atheist and you become sannyasi. Anybody, any idiot who wants to blame Hinduism, who wants to malign Hinduism can become sannyasi. It has become unfortunately like that. Anybody wants to do anything, he wants to destroy Hinduism and he becomes sannyasi. So anybody who wants to do something, take sannyasa. So the sannyasis, you can see them. Their sannyasa is like well-pressed clothes, well-ironed clothes they wear, and they wear shirt, and you can see them stylish. You can see them the way of style. He uses a very rich red color, communist color, and rich ironed, and wears the shirt, and also this half shirt they wear. They do all kinds of shirts, and they do all kinds of coats also they wear. Shirts and coats over kashaya. They do all kinds of things. Turbans. They use turbans and shirts and all kinds of things they wear. And buttons. Shirts have buttons because that's all fashionable. Fashioned sannyasi. Because these sannyasis have a lack. The one thing is they lack vairagya. And without vairagya, they think their sannyasa is great. Because social service doesn't require vairagya. Okay, we leave it. I'm just telling so that you can identify the people and the lifestyle there, just for your general information. Okay, now proceed here. He says, Prashantasya, a person who has taken real Vedantic sannyasa. That means who has perfected Karma Yoga and is ready for Vedanta Vichara and also Nididhyasana. Such person, when he gets Indriya Nigraha, here he says he should practice Indriya Nigraha, Mano Nigraha and Body Nigraha, Deha Nigraha. His level of Nigraha, is of different type. Okay, a Karma Yogi, when a Karma Yogi practices Nigraha, he is practicing Vairagya, he is literally using his will. Now, a Dhyana Yogi or a Vedantic Vicharaka. A Dhyana Yogi or Vedantic Vicharaka, when he practices Indriya Nigraha, Mano Nigraha, his level is different. Here, he is practicing not out of will. He is not controlling the sense organs and mind not with will, but with his Sakshi Bhava. By being Sakshi, he is controlling mind and sense organs and body. Body, sense organs and mind can be controlled in two ways. One is with your will and Vairagya, trying to practice Vairagya. With your will and Viveka. With your Viveka and will, you try to control, and also with Vairagya. Viveka, will and Vairagya. V. Will is English word. All three V's, one of them is English V. Will, Viveka and Vairagya. You just hold it. But in Nididhyasana stage, Vedantic stage, not by will, you just watch yourself. As a result of Vedantic Vichara, you become purer enough to do Nididhyasana. There, you just stay as a Sakshi. In staying Sakshi or in a general Karma Yogi's self-control, there is a difference. In Dhyana Yogi's self-control means de-identifying with your body, mind and sense organs. He doesn't identify with body. His identification with body is removed. Identification with sense organs. Identification with mind. All these three are removed. He stands as a Sakshi. Okay, that means by removing his bodily identity, he controls. Two levels I told you. Controlling the body, controlling sense organs, controlling mind is of two levels. One is you identify with the body, yet you want to control the body. Okay, this is one. Second is, second, at the level of Nididhyasana, then what is this control? Here control is, you understand you are not the body. You are awarefulness, you are conscious of the body, you are no more the body. The very bodily identification is negated by vichara, by jnana. There you stand as a Sakshi and de-identify with the body. So here the body control is coming by not identifying with the body. Earlier in Karma Yoga level, bodily identification remains, you keep the body under check. Only that. You keep the body under check. Similarly, at Karma Yoga level, the self-control means you keep your sense organs under check with your willpower and also remind continuously Vairagya. You teach the mind continuously, oh, these worldly pleasures, worldly name and fame and power, they are not permanent, they give trouble, etc. Don't get attracted. Trying to remove the attraction mind feels for external objects. Trying to remove that attraction by viveka, by telling how these worldly objects and pleasures and experiences are limited, they give you trouble and all that. So by teaching, by making suggestion, you are controlling it. But here you are controlling the body, sense organs and mind by only understanding that I am not the body, I am not sense organ, I am not the mind, I am only Sakshi. So this control of the body, mind and sense organs at the level of nididhyasana is of different type, and control of body, mind and sense organ at the level of karma yoga is of different type. When we say self-control, it doesn't mean same. It is of two different levels. Okay. Here, the nididhyasana level or vichara level, when you control your body, mind and sense organ, not by willpower, not by teaching vairagyam, by understanding that the very body, mind and sense organs are mithya, they don't exist apart from Atma. By understanding the very body, mind and sense organ is a mithya and discovering yourself to be the Sakshi, this way you control. Here control means you transcend the very body, mind and sense organ. You negate them, you falsify them, understand them to be mithya, they don't exist apart from Atma. So this vairagya of a nididhyasana, this self-control of a nididhyasi is of high type. And that is useful for nididhyasana. That is a part of nididhyasana. Okay. Therefore, here in the 6th chapter, context of 6th chapter, he is talking the control of the body, mind and sense organs. One is, what is that? Jitatma, Prashanta and Vijitendriya. These three words put together in the 7th shloka and 8th shloka, these two put together imply totally transcending body, mind and sense organs and stand as a Sakshi. Now there you don't have to apply the will, you have to apply your self-observation. Vichara, self-observation, meditation. Here you are not using your will and holding your sense organ. By you only give a suggestion that you are only consciousness, you are not the body, you are not the sense organ, you are not the mind. No need to control. You are not the body. Where is the need to control the body? You are not sense organs. So you are not thinking sense organs as yourself and trying to control. Sense organs don't exist for you, you stand as a Sakshi. Mind doesn't exist for you, you stand as a Sakshi. So this way, this control is of different type. Okay. Jnani is perfected in this self-control and a sadhaka is trying to control that. Okay. Jitatmana prashantasya paramatma samahitah. To such a person, so such a nididhyasi, what happens? Paramatma is samahitah. Paramatma is already found to be his Atma. If the mind and sense organs, body is not me, that abhimana, that I am not, they are not me, this abhimana is removed, you only remain as a Sakshi, self on your own, without any effort. Effortlessly you remain Sakshi. Sakshi is not a result of karma. It is a self-existing fact about Atma. Okay. Then Paramatma Samahita, to such person, Paramatma is already obtained. You don't have to consciously work for nididhyasana. You are already that. Okay. Jitatmana prashantasya samahitah. Then Sitoshna sukha dukkeshu tatha manapamanayoh. Innondu yavadu? Jnana vijnana truptatma. Sitoshna sukha dukka manapamana. Sitoshna is a sense organ level or body level. Sukha dukka is Sukha Dukkha is a level of mind. Mana Apamana is the level of intellect. Your mind interprets as this as a mana, this is an apamana. Otherwise, all are same. Okay, so Sitoshna at the body level, Sukha Dukkha at the emotional level, and Mana Apamana is at the intellectual level. All these three gives up. Gives up means what? In these three, Sukha, Dukkha, Mana, Apamana, in these things, they catch people. In these things, Sitoshna, Sukha Dukkha, and Mana Apamana. In these three, Jnana Vijnana Truptatma Kutastha. He remains Kutastha. He remains Sakshi in these experiences. Sita Vishna. He is not trying to control the mind. He is transcending the mind. Mind doesn't exist for him. He remains purely Chaitanya. Okay. Therefore, he is a Kutastha means changeless. He remains changeless. That means he remains unmoved by Sita Vishna. Unmoved means what? His Sakshitvam is not lost when the Shita comes and Ushna comes. His Sakshitvam is not lost when he is in such traditional books, Dharma Shastra books, etc. So therefore, Shitoshna Sukha Dukkeshu, in all these experiences, how does he remain? He remains calm and undisturbed, as if it is not hurting me. It's not me at all, like that. Therefore, Jnana Vijnana Truptatma. Jnanam is the learning from the Shastra, informative knowledge. Vijnanam means Aparoksha Jnanam, intuitive knowledge. One is an informative knowledge, second is an intuitive knowledge. Okay, I think we'll stop. I'm also tired. This shloka is not complete. This Jnana Vijnana Truptatma, Kutastha, and Samaloshtasma Kanchana. This 8th shloka we have to say. Okay, we'll tell in the next class. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om Tat Sat. We have started late.